From the New England Patriots to the Cleveland Browns, Super Bowl wins are the gold standard on which all the NFL is judged. But the Dallas Cowboys have had a bit of a tough luck reaching for the coveted Super Bowl win. Maybe it's time to change gears. Dallas has had a tough run for some years now.
Season. 3rd and 1. Fake. Pressure comes. Stafford is buried. Ball is out. It's picked up by Dallas. Rumbling for the end zone is Lawrence.
The problem for them is no one's that eager to keep count anymore. The team finished the NFC East with a 12-5 record last year, but beyond that, their record has been too disappointing to register recently. 3 playoff games over 25 years will do that to you. This points to some serious issues that need fixing over at Dallas. Right now, Dallas is booked in 6th place in the betting order for the next Super Bowl. It's not that far off 1st place when you factor in the fact that they finished in 5th place in their last bid in the EFC. It was a slim defeat, which is a consolidation prize for Jerry Jones's club. It's also a sign that they can very realistically overtake the odds and become first-place contenders for their 6th Super Bowl win, maybe even champions. You can argue that they were out of practice.
Cowboys come with the blitz. Rodgers knows he has to get rid of it. Looking, gonna run it, gonna pick it up. Aaron Rodgers uses the leg.
But really, what are practice runs for then? Judging from the injury sustained by running back Tony Pollard, I don't imagine he was in for practice much of the time. So as the fan expectations pile up or diminish, it may be just the time for Dallas to boost morale and field some crucial changes. Plus, the most recent Super Bowl win they had was in the 1995 season. A whole generation of players has passed through the NFL since then. Maybe it's time to tap into some fresh blood. There are no guarantees that changing up the roster will make everything better. Some stakeholders also likely need to stay on board for it all to work. One of those is Dan Quinn, who will likely stay on as defensive coordinator. His tenure with Dallas has seen them lead the NFL in takeaways. The final coaching lineup for 2023 also sees Mike Solari as a good pick for the offensive strategy. His 35 years of coaching experience in the NFL started right here in Dallas with the Cowboys, so he knows the team culture inside and out. The setup was also refreshed with assistant coach Ramon Chinyang and Sheriff Floyd on quality control and offensive lines. So that's all well and good, but having incredible coaches can only do so well unless the players can take it to the finish line. One of the key recruits to slip out of Dallas in 2022 was Leighton Vander Esch, whose play-by-play in the season was spectacular. The linebacker seemed to be back in form and could also now get the team back in form as well. He and Micah Parsons were a formidable pair that I'm sure can show the world what they're capable of if given the chance. Though I don't know if Dak will get another chance. He blew it in big fashion before Jerry Jones himself played against San Francisco in a Sunday afternoon playoff. Dallas lost, of course, but that wasn't all of it.
Helping. 3rd and 10. Pressure up the middle. Prescott backpedals to Schultz. Lots of room to run for the tight end. 1st down and much more.
Even worse was starting quarterback Dak Prescott, proving he's misplaced on the field and in the team roster. It was a carnival ride, before the whole Levi Stadium no less. For one of the biggest sports brands in the NFL, though not the best team, it was a global insult to see the Fortress handle the turf like an amateur. I don't blame him, but I do find it tough to believe that Jerry Jones wouldn't consider freeing up some cap to get a free agent receiver at least. In some ways, Dak might have even done Dallas a solid by alerting them to the ground reality. What they did by acquiring Jalen Tolbert last season was good, but he didn't even get to see the field come playtime. The team could really use someone like Tyreek Hill now, but it'll be crucial to put in enough playtime between him and Prescott for it to work.
On these early downs.
Bosa coming with pressure. Prescott escapes. Tucks it and runs and is taken down.
Freeing up the cap will also open up the possibility for another free agent. As a bonus, Anthony Brown may even sign on team-friendly terms. The free agent will be ready for showtime as soon as he gets off his major injury. It could be a chance for the Cowboys to bring in a talented, young, and hopefully soon injury-free cornerback to their roster. He's tailor-made for the team, too. The 24-year-old can pair up with the Eagle to hold the fort while the defensive lineup chases the quarterback and swoops in for his vicious interceptions.
Quick throw. Lamb again gets a block, turns the speed down to the 10.
Signing him to cover Diggs doesn't make him a one-trick pony either. It takes the Cowboys beyond mere survival and brings them headfirst into action. Although just as a single player doesn't make a team, a couple of signups don't change the whole team's fortunes. To smooth that hurdle, they'll need a good defensive lineman. When it comes to linemen, only one comes to mind, who's ideal for both pass rush and run support. Darren Payne could be that player for Dallas. The Commanders' free agent agent will boost the team's already intimidating defensive front. I think his 320-pound worth of tackling force would be worth a reported $19 million per year figure, and for the price of hurting a league rival by taking away a key part of their defensive lineup, I think he actually comes at a bargain price. As far as strengthening their existing lineup goes, these signups would take care of it all. But if Dallas really wants to bring it all home this time, the team managed to work some way toward resolving this situation. Eventually, they lost it with Odell, which makes me wonder if they nearly won him over once. Maybe it's not over yet.
5 penalties against Tennessee and none on the Cowboys tonight. And that's caught by Schultz, who takes it up to the 44-yard line.
Dallas seemed ready to go the distance, having courted Odell Beckham Jr. last year. But things fell through when the 30-year-old suffered an ACL tear playing in the Super Bowl. It might be time to bring him back and send out a strong signal that they are in for some serious business. This addition would mend their receiver positions, all 3 of them, since he's got all-around experience. Combined with his route running and enthusiasm, evident from the workout videos from his channel, this could be a winning offense for Dallas.
At this point. Manning, deep shot, Beckham wide open. Odell, so long.
Also, it would get CeeDee Lamb and Prescott a much-needed break. All that is great, I can hear you say. But where will Dallas get the funds from? Top linemen and receivers don't come cheap, so Jerry Jones better pony up some hard cash up front. He could also clean up the house and earn himself some leverage. The deal with Prescott and Zach Martin was structured far before the fiasco against San Francisco, which saw the team bow out of the playoffs. With all cards on the table now.
On your own 35.
Now it's Pollard in the game. Fake to him. Prescott, a lot of time. And lost it to Pollard, who's wide open in the flat, cuts upfield, first down.
Dallas could negotiate a fresher deal with its most visible players. Speaking of visibility, there's one player who's proven himself up to the task each time he's taken to the field. That guy is quarterback Cooper Rush, who took over for Prescott and won 4 out of 5 starts he made to keep the Cowboys in the postseason. I doubt even the Fortress could have done better. He's receiving a franchise-type salary after a painful defeat to San Francisco. If America's team wants to turn things around, it might be time to get the Offensive Rookie of the Year some help from Odell and Cooper and make him a useful team partner instead of a lone star. He's clearly uncomfortable in that position, with a 3.8% interception rate in 2022 that didn't increase much confidence in him. Of course, the team's decline didn't take place over a weekend.
Prescott retreats, again protection, and meanwhile another interception. Byard off to the races. He goes to the 40-yard line.
It was years in the making, so it's obvious that the steps needed to make this right will also be long-term. At the end of it, there's no guaranteeing they'll go back to winning the big game. But at least, now the Cowboys will stand a chance. And that's what Dallas needs to do to win the Super Bowl.